Welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to a match preview segment for our next pre-season friendly against Preston North End. I'm joined by Terry, of course, and we're going to look into the next. Of course, we had the Blackburn game that got cancelled in between this and the, of course, 3-3 Blackpool debacle. Well, first 10-minute debacle, if you like, and then we pulled off an Istanbul-esque comeback to get a 3-3 draw at Blackpool. Fantastic stuff. No other pre-season games since. We've got the Preston game coming up on Saturday. Terry, you looking forward to this one?
Oh yeah, can't wait. I'll just take not going 3-0 down after 11 minutes. Just ruin Paul Joyce's day so he doesn't get to play to his base, the fucking knobhead. Just honestly, I don't give a shit about pre-season games. Don't care if we lose.
Well, I'll just come up straight out there and say I won't be watching it on Saturday.
No, I probably won't be watching it.
Most people won't be because I think you've got to pay for the stream anyway. So
you know what? It's not even. It's as long as the players don't get injured and they get a good fitness session in. I don't care if they lose 20-0. Like, it's not a result. It's. A lot of people read into it, and that's fair enough. I'm just not one of them. I think it's more about fitness and it's more about avoiding injury. So if, at the time of recording, we haven't announced the new players yet, but it's pretty much assumed that all three are going to sign, I wouldn't start any of them for the kickoff. I would only, if you're using any of them, have them on the bench and use them for the 10 minutes at the end just to give them, a little bit of a run out, because I'd rather them just get a full week's worth of training in ahead of the Spurs game. Let's remember a lot of the players, apart from James, but the other two, Decore and Allen, they haven't had a long break. But from playing football, they've been training with their former clubs, and Allen had an even shorter break than Decore. I don't think they need to get thrown into a match. I'd rather just let them settle in, have a week's worth of training with the squads, and then get introduced in the first game. It's not ideal, but everyone's got the same problem. And then just in this game, just give minutes to whoever you can field, because there's so many players on international duty. I'd rather see the new signings just get a 5-10 minute cameo, if anything, because I don't want to run the risk of them getting injured for a meaningless game when I think a week's worth of training will be more beneficial to them. If they'd have arrived at the beginning of the week or the end of last week, then you might have thought about playing them in this game, at the end of a full week. Have a game under your belt, but I don't know how much they'd get from it. Certainly not James, because he's not played a lot at all. So forget throwing him on with a lower league sides. Forget it. I'd just introduce them. I was about to say let the fans see them, but they can't even do that. But I'd just have them get settled in the team this week rather than play them. I know it's going to disappoint some people, because if it was up to me, that would disappoint a lot of people. But I'm not as bothered about seeing them in a friendly as I am about getting them ready for the next game proper.
Well, absolutely. I think it's all about preparing for the season. I think pre-season's made a big thing of now, because they have not so much these games, but you get all these tournaments now, don't you, as well? And then you get these fans of maybe Spurs who haven't won something for a while, and they count the Aldi Cup as a trophy now and all kinds. We won that one against Everton a couple of years ago, and
the Brotherhood Cup. We've got the Brotherhood Cup and the Sport Payser Cup, haven't we?
PESA Super Cup. The Super Cup, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, pre-season is worth, looking at. Sometimes we should be, if it weren't for coronavirus, we'd be in America. That was the rumour, wasn't it, that we were going to go to America? How amazing would it be if we'd have bought James Rodriguez and we were in Miami? I think that might have been because we played the virtual friendly with Richarlison.
We've been to Miami, yeah, that's right.
I reckon that we probably were going to play into Miami. That's just a hunch. And I really hope we do that next summer, because if we went to Miami and we had Richarlison, Brazil striker, James Rodriguez, Colombian superstar, oh, mate, forget it. We'd be huge over there. That would be worth watching for the pre-season. But now it's no, these are just literally glorified training sessions with before the season resumes under the weird sort of coronavirus football where
lockdown.
Everyone's everyone's wearing masks, and you've got to have distance when they've got to dress in the car park at Goodison and all that. When it gets back to normal, pre-season's a bit more interesting because you can read more into it. But this is just nothing. This is just, please don't get injured. Work on fitness, work on formation, come back better, and that's all I'm looking for.
Get used to training in a porter cabin.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, who's even available? Like, we've got a lot of players on international duty. All three keepers are away, so it'll be one of the under-18 keepers who don't even know the name, but, whatever. Be the under-18 keeper, probably John Joe, Branthwaite, Holgate, and Nkunku, because Dean's been called up. So that's probably the back four. Centre midfield.
What's up midfield?
Well, Tom Davies has been called up, so Sigurdsson will start because he might have saw the right. He might have saw the writing on the wall and jibbed international duty because he knows they're bringing in three midfielders, so I best pull my finger out. So it'll probably be him and maybe Delph if he's fit because Gomez isn't there.
Oh, that sounds like a battle like Gylfi and Delph. I can't wait.
It might not even be that. It might be Gylfi and Bezic.
Oh, look at me lips at this now. Balassi on the wing, just with like the.
It will be on the wing, I imagine, on one wing.
Is he not playing for Nigeria?
I don't think Nigeria are playing games. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think he's been called up. He would have been called up if Nigeria were playing. I just don't think Nigeria are playing personally. So
definitely a goer.
Yeah, if he's fit. So Walcott, he played last game, didn't he? So Walcott and Iwobi up front. I don't. Is Richarlison training yet?
Richarlison's in Brazil, isn't he? With Brazil.
Oh shit! Yeah. So we know.
Calvert-Lewin and Moise Keane, or Moise Keane.
No, Moise Keane's been called up. So be Calvert-Lewin and Ellis Sims. Maybe. Or maybe he'll play Walcott up front and he'll have Gordon and Iwobi on the wings, something like that. It's going to be difficult. I think you will see. I think you'll definitely see Bezic because of the position he's in. You'll probably
Sandro? See. Oh my God, it's going to be Sandro.
No, has Sandro come back to training? I heard he was meant to be, but I haven't seen any pictures of him.
Back. I'm sure he's meant to be back.
Oh well, maybe Sandro could happen after all.
The second coming of Sandro.
Yeah, Ancelotti's going to look at the players he's got at his disposal and think, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, I think that's why he's bringing the likes of James Rodriguez and people like that in, because how much more of it could he stomach? I mean,
I haven't said all that. If he was to start most of the game with Sigurdsson and Bezic, say, because they're going to be available, he could throw on to Corey and Allen just for like 20 minutes at the end to give them a run out, couldn't he? I hope he doesn't, because I wouldn't even risk that. But he might do, mightn't he, if they're both signed by then?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the injury, and then it's terrible, but it's Everton. It's everywhere.
Don't even say it. That's one thing I'm scared of. One of them three players getting injured before he even gets going.
I'm sure. I mean, we've had this last summer. We should be gearing up for the worst after what happened with Gabam. I think anything that isn't is a bonus at this point. At
this point, I'm not even saying don't get an injury. Just when we do get an injury, can it not be for months? Can it just be like, he picked up a knock, but he'll be all right for the next game? Or he'll only miss one game and then he'll be back for the next one? We never get that. We always get, we'll be back for 4 weeks. That's like the short one's a 4-week injury. And then the worst is like the Baman, where you miss a full season.
It's the entire season.
I know. But that's what I'm saying. Don't play them if you can help it. But if you have to play them, be careful. Jesus.
Yeah, that's literally. I think that's. There's not much else we can really say about this one going into, because I'll be honest, I couldn't give a flying. What about Preston?
No, forgive me. I'm just checking Twitter again. No, nothing.
Nope, nothing. Literally, it's just a case of getting a run out and not embarrassing ourselves. Hopefully, not 3-0 down after 10 minutes, like you say, and get the fitness levels up.
Better defensive performance, if you please. I think it'll be the same back four as Blackpool. I don't think they could do any worse than that first 10 minutes. Holgate was pretty bad, and he's arguably our best defender. So apart from Dean, maybe, but I'd like to see improvements from that back four. Obviously, the keeper's different, and Yeah, none of the players. I don't give a shit if Bezic picks up a knock, but I do if Calvert-Lewin does. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so please just be careful.
Be careful. That's that's what we'll leave it at that. Just be careful.
I want to beat Spurs after that shit last year, but I don't know. First game of the season's hard to predict, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think that's everyone's eyes are really on that one. But before that, it's a small matter of the tough task of Preston North End, and literally just a case of be careful and get a decent run out. And we'll leave it at that anyway, guys. Let us know how you're feeling going into this one. Probably very similar to me and Terry in that respect. Pretty apathetic at teams, certainly from these two corners of the Everton fan base. Anyway, let us know your opinions. Anyway, drop us a comment. Give this video a like and subscribe for more content in the build-up to this match and the actual season as well. And until next time, thank you for watching on the Toffee Blues.